Help us, Christine. We need your help. That's Dr. Christine. Is that Dr. Christine Lahti? Oh my God. Christine Lahti in space. She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space. She has lots of friends and lots of patients, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano. So many special guest stars. Daphne's Unida plays a pencil. Christine Lahti in space.
Christine Lahti in space. Season 1, episode 24. Planet Milano. Season finale.
I'm really shocked.
The battle over Space Hospital tips into all-out space war.
Oh, no.
As the president of the galaxy, guest star Kim Cattrall as the voice of the space president, she didn't want to actually turn up, joins forces with Queen Pencil, Linda Lavin, to battle the evil forces of Diane Keaton of the Church of Necrogenesis and the pyramid schemes of Kathy Baker and Shenandoah Artie. Space Hospital reopens illegally as Dr. Christine Lahti, Space Nurse Alyssa Milano and the boss join forces to try and save the many casualties of the ongoing space war that have landed in their space ambulance bay. Princess Pencil and Heather Locklear question if their love can weather this war and if they can be married, while Heather works for Pencil's mum as the head of D&D. Dr. Christine Lahti is trying to save the life of Syrupy Pam's illegitimate chicken child after she was hit by space shrapnel. and asked Space Nurse Alyssa Milano for 20 cc's of space adrenaline. It is not Space Nurse Alyssa Milano, but a woman with orange skin and green hair that looks to Dr. Lahti just like the boss. She is an emissary of the Mazelli, a race who are all identical, so are distinguished by skin and hair colour. Their planet is threatened by the war, and they are calling all Mazelli home to fight, including Space Nurse and the boss.
Oh my God. This might be an extra special long episode.
I might have to go to part 2.
Okay, no, I think what is good is similar to last episode. They don't have the budget to show a full war.
Oh no! The war is just people on the phone.
Yeah,
it's President Kim Cattrall who couldn't even be bothered coming to the studio, just calling in like she's on an episode of Frasier.
Yeah, I'm imagining it's just a shot of the night sky, like all the stars, and it's just like a photo that's like slightly transparent. What's the word? Transparent of Kim Cattrall and her voice booming over, and she's saying her demands, and then it shows Linda Lavin doing the same, and then on the other side you've got Kathy Baker and Shenandoah Artie and Diane Keaton, and it's just them negotiating and shooting. I'm going to shoot off this space rocket to sink your battleship, space battleship. So that's kind of just happening around it, but the real chaos is that the hospital has reopened and they've gone rogue, and Christine Lahti is like, we're going to protect and save these people. Yeah. So it is
because they're medical professionals and they cannot let these casualties down.
Yeah. And the whole episode really for Christine Lahti is just one emergency after the other.
Yes. It's like watching
having to prioritize this guy, he needs an amputation. So we don't even have time to morning fresh the tools. We just have to go in and then this person's delivering a baby, but it's a space baby, and it's breach. So that's kind of happening, and so suddenly she's Space Nurse is actually the boss is also coming in. Like everyone's getting lost in the tussle of it all. So the boss ends up
the
boss is delivering the baby,
Yeah.
it turns out, and she's doing her first C-section. She has some medical knowledge, of course, because she's the boss of the hospital, but
she's downgraded
currently
all
not.
the cutlery to plastic knives, so it's taking her a while. I'll get in there eventually.
So
the cost cutting.
There's obviously some more pencil tracheotomies.
Yes.
That need to happen. Like,
Oh
it
my
is
God.
just...
Princess Pencil is being abused.
Absolutely. And as all of this is going... I mean, we're already halfway through the episode. It's just so chaotic. It is like... It is just like like, what do they call it? Like a bubble episode?
Yeah.
Where everyone's in one room
Yeah.
and it's just going crazy. And so that... we already
Blood
feel
all
like...
over the floor of various
Absolutely.
colours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tentacles being sawn off.
Yeah. And it's at this point that Dr. Christine Lahti goes, Space Nurse, like, I need you.
Yes. For
was
Syrupy
it something
Pam's
specific?
illegitimate chicken child.
Yeah, so the chicken, that's right. So the chicken child. So obviously Syrupy Pam turned out to be a shapeshifter, but that doesn't mean, shapeshifters can have kids, obviously.
Well, she was a imposter Syrupy Sam, so maybe this Syrupy Pam. Maybe this is the real Syrupy Pam's, like, illegitimate child. But,
Yes.
Or it was the shape-shifting Syrupy Pam. Who knows?
Either way, there's a chicken.
There's a chicken who's illegitimate.
And they're sick.
Well, they've been hit by space shrapnel because of the war.
Yes.
There's a lot of war happening.
I mean,
and the only reason we know there's a war is every time, like every now and again, there's like boom, and the whole hospital goes like that.
And everyone moves around.
Yeah. The lights
Okay,
flicker.
so this is where we're at. We're in the middle
Like
of the
MASH.
episode. Yeah, perfect.
You never saw any explosions in MASH. They were just in the hospital going, oh.
So it's Christine Lahti in MASH. So this is actually where we're up to. We think that the chicken, Syrupy
Space Man. Comes in a can.
So MASH, yeah, it does. Well, that's another sponsor,
Mash.
isn't it? So
Illegitimate chicken.
Okay,
Mash.
the chicken, illegitimate chicken is coming out. We think that that's going to be the main story of the episode. And so just as the chicken, they're flatlining, Christine Lahti's performing CPR on the chicken. And so obviously space chicken, so its beak is much bigger.
Yeah.
So she can really get in there,
And an illegitimate space chicken, so...
Obviously.
Yeah.
So then that's when she's like, Space Nurse, I need you now. Please come and help. And this person is orange. No, does she think it's whoever she thinks it is.
It's orange with green hair, and she just presumes it's the nurse, because she just looks up and sees the face, and she's like, bring me the 20 cc's of space adrenaline.
Yes, that's right. And so then the green, orange, whatever she is.
Orange face, green hair. She's
right.
She's Oompa Loompa.
Right. So Oompa Loompa Space Nurse, Milano, comes over and says, look, I'll help you, but you have to help me. Like, I'm not actually Space Nurse, but I can help you.
Yeah, I have the knowledge.
Yeah, you need to help me. And she doesn't even know what she's talking about. She's like, yeah. Like, let's just save the illegitimate chicken, which thankfully they do. And honestly, I think Christine Lahti hovers a little bit in some of that CPR. Just, I don't know, I sense some chemistry.
Yeah. With the chicken.
So, with the chicken. And I think somewhere, Benjamin Bratt, janitor, is probably trapped in the gift shop with the gift shop Elaine.
Jane Krakowski. Trying to get back with her ex.
Maybe there's...
And he's quite needed because there's blood everywhere. Like, he needs to get out there with the mop.
And she's like, where is he? And he's sort of maybe, rekindling things a little. They've discovered maybe we broke up too soon.
Oh, no.
There's a whole side plot because this is finale. We need high stakes.
Yeah.
So then the chicken is saved, and Christine Lahti, is faced by the Oompa Loompa Milano. And she is like, well, now you have to help me. And she's like, what? Okay, right. So what do you need? And she's like, well, my entire planet is going to be taken. It's going to be destroyed by this conflict. So I need you to, figure it out and help me save everyone. So I think Christine probably goes with her because Planet Milano is just there, thankfully.
Yeah.
Everything's moving around.
Also, they can maybe pilot the space hospital to Planet Milano. So they'll be in the way. It's like, well, no one's going to shoot at the hospital. It's a hospital.
Yeah. So, they get there, and it's all sort of happening, and I'm trying to think how exactly she would save them, but basically it's just Christine Lahti. She has knowledge in her hair, and she uses that knowledge.
But maybe she doesn't save them. Maybe it's a two-parter. Like maybe it's a season finale cliffhanger.
What I'm thinking is, because it's season 1 in the 90s, they usually wrapped things up. So I'm not saying that there can't be anything hanging out, but
not
I
on
think
space shows I didn't. I can tell you that.
No, okay.
Because there were contract disputes and they had to put people in jeopardy in case they weren't coming back.
But the thing that I'm thinking, maybe we leave the war unresolved. But Christine Lahti gets in there and she just secures the planet.
You're right.
She just secures it. Maybe morning fresh on planet Milano is not poisonous. And it just sort of re-energizes the planet to be able to dislodge it from its space.
Didn't Space Nurse get affected by it? And she is a Milano.
That is true.
Yeah.
But it only affects if you're wearing pink scrubs, which she was still wearing at the beach.
She was still wearing the pink scrubs. That's true.
So as long as they don't bathe in it and wash it and that kind of thing, it's for the planet itself. It's not for the people. The planet itself can suck out the poison and just use it to become morning fresh again, which allows the planet to dislodge from the space chasm that it found itself stuck in. It was invisible, of course.
Yes.
But it was
space chasm.
And so now it's moving.
So it's kind of like
again.
a lube. It's popped it out.
Yeah. And it's been able to get out of it's been able to get out of the fire, the firing line.
Yes.
And so they are saved. The war is still going, so we don't know. Maybe the hospital is staying in,
the hospital, they're going to need to save more people, obviously. And because Planet Milano was kind of like in the line of fire, now the hospital is basically ground zero for many casualties, and they're now overwhelmed. So, of course, they have to call on the many Milanos to come to the hospital and help out.
And so, of course, they do, because they're such a nice, wonderful bunch of people. And what is discovered in the final moments of the episode, as they're talking about, like, I know your cousin, Space Nurse. And, everyone's kind of having these conversations. And, you're just like her. And or you're nothing like her. You look nothing like her. Is most people. Christine Lahti thinks they all look exactly the same. Exactly. But everyone else is like, gosh, you look nothing like your cousin. But it's actually... what's so crazy, it's uncovered that the boss, all this time, she's obviously very conscious of the budget and all this sort of stuff, but it turns out she has great personal wealth. And she's just never thought to mention it. And she's never, because they're like talking about, cousin the boss is always going on these wonderful holidays and she's so generous. It's Space Christmas. She brings Merry Christmas, played by Mariah Carey, to Planet Milano, who often comes here and talks about having pictures of us on her wall.
Yes.
And so she's like Santa, the boss. She's the boss. Like, she's amazing. And they're like, but she's always so hard on us and blah, blah. And it's like, well, because the hospital doesn't have any money, but she herself is independently wealthy. And that's when Christine Lahti goes to her and says, have you ever considered owning a hospital? Like, you could run this thing.
Oh my God, like in Grey's Anatomy when they bought the hospital with all their money.
Is that what happens? Exactly that, except I've never watched it. And so we're left with this moment of like, there is a solution to their problem. The war isn't over.
No, the war keeps going.
But the actual who owns the hospital thing, we actually have a buyer. And it just comes down to there's got to be a loophole in the other people's contracts, which is, of course, that they don't have a contract. And so they don't actually own it.
Yeah. But now they're going to have to deal with Heather Locklear, head of D&D, saying, I am in charge of the hospital. You can't just buy it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that what's happening? Sorry, I forget. Is that what she's up to?
Well, yeah, she's the boss of D&D. And D&D wants to take over the hospital.
Right. And... so maybe it becomes an internal conflict where now the boss is like, well, I have the means to buy this hospital, but
and you're being overstretched by the war, so maybe D&D isn't worth as much as you think it is.
And also you don't have a contract.
The
monarchy never had a contract.
No.
So, and you're directly sort of coming from the monarchy.
And she can be like, and I know, because I've seen it with my own eyes, nepotism.
Yeah. And I mean, this puts a spanner in the wedding, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, because they were hoping to sort of secretly elope, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was another side note going on in between the breech pregnancies. So I feel like we're left, you know, this season finale,
And
we're
Martin
left
Mull
with...
doing several other tracheotomies that
Yeah.
Princess Pencil wasn't doing.
He's doing them at different parts of the body, but...
He's sounding.
Yeah. It's a tracheotomy of the glands. So...
He's helping with all the catheters.
Yeah. So we're left with this feeling of like, okay, it's not over, but there is hope.
Yes.
And we feel pretty certain that the boss can do this, but we feel like discount hairdresser Heather Locklear might prove to be difficult.
Yeah.
Even though she doesn't really have a leg to stand on, she's going to try and make things
kind of
hard.
Proved herself to be a little more ambitious than we realized.
All
that hairdressing was not for nothing.
No.
It was to get everyone on side.
And, you know, at the end of the day, they've saved as many as they can. Yeah. And the final shot is Christine Lahti with her team looking a little disheveled, but together and alive.
Surrounded by many dead bodies that they couldn't save because they were too busy wondering about where the money was coming from.
They really only saved the chicken. Everyone else died. But it was it was a good day.
It was a syrupy top chicken.
It was. I don't really know what just happened in this episode, but shit got heavy, but it's okay. Everything's fine, and we will be back for season 2.
We will be back for season 2.
And hopefully we can make sense of all of this.
Oh, you know what will happen in season 2? There'll be, new showrunners will take over and not really remember anything that happened.
Yeah, true.
Throw everything out, cast a new captain. It happens. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was amazing. What a finale.
It was big. Stakes were high. Literally.
Big. Yeah.
Just actual stakes.
And a whole planet of Milanos.
A whole planet of Milano. I know, we obviously we didn't get to explore a lot of that. So I would like, maybe in season 2 there's, a Planet Milano. Oh. Not like its second part, but just something else happens on Planet Milano.
Also, it's a really affordable way of having many, many guest stars because they're all Alyssa Milano.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like, where's Space Hospital Nurse this week? She's not in. I can't be bothered changing out of the green and the orange, so it's just Oompa Loompa this week.
Yeah. The budget, you know how it is.
And I'm not doing any split screen with myself. Fuck that off. It was really exhausting.
No, I really couldn't stand working with me. So
the stand-in has bad breath.
It's Rose McGowan. Yeah. I'm done.
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. All right, so we're going to take a little hiatus, obviously, because we've done 24 episodes.
Can't believe it.
Christine Lahti in space. I'm sure there'll be something equally unhinged in this time slot in a week or two. But thank you for your presence here in space.
In Lahti World.
And feel free to binge the entire 24 episodes in one go.
Yeah. You probably could. They're not super long.
They're not super long. And, you could maybe end up with some terrible mental illness by the end.
Or you could remind us what happens when we get to season 2.
And if you don't forget, we love when you have suggestions for things that could appear in Space Hospital.
I feel like we've gotten everything in.
We have, really, including a woman who wanted us to interview her.
That's right.
And a man who wrote a terrible review of our show on the YouTube. So yes, join us again. We've got Chamois still to go. We are nearly at the end of the Chamois, so if you're joining us for that. And Glitter Plus, of course, is your home also for whatever is going on in the world of Mariah Carey, which at any point is going to explode with the new album. So things are going to be pretty exciting. So stick around here at Glitter Plus. We have Mariah, we have regular people, we have Cher, we have Christine Lahti in space with her many guest stars, and Daphne Zuniga. is a
And a whole planet of Alyssa Milano.
a Milano planet. All right, bye, Lardies.
Help us, Christine. Need your help. That's Dr. Christine. Is that Dr. Christine Lahti? Oh my God. Christine Lahti in space. She's in space now. Starring Christine Lahti as Dr. Christine Lahti and Alyssa Milano as Space Nurse. Christine Lahti, will you report to the nurse's station? In space, she has lots of friends and lots of patience, and her boss is also played by Alyssa Milano. So many special guest stars. Daphne's Unida plays a pencil. Christine Lahti in space. Glitter